Diaz-Barraza, and I'm currently finishing my sophomore year at the University of Texas at El Paso. I'm a computer engineering student, and I'm so excited because this summer I've been selected for being part of this training research program called NuSTEAM, Nuclear Science in Texas, to enhance and advance mentee. The NuSTEAM is a year-long program supported by the U.S. government, and it brings together students from 5 universities of Texas: the University of Houston, University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, Prairie View, Lamar University, and obviously UTEP. So yeah, for this program I will spend 6 weeks at the University of Houston, and I will attend lectures with my peers focused on nuclear and particle physics and computational techniques to experimental methods. So after that we will go to Brookhaven National Lab, and I'm so excited because it's one of the biggest labs in the US. So it will be a two-week lab experience. So we are going to work with professionals in the field, and we can ask questions, and yeah, it will be a very great experience. So after that we are going to return to our home institutions. We are going to continue with our own research. The possible topics for our investigation include dark matter, neutrino physics, radiation detection, and machine learning in nuclear science. And after that we're going to share our research to the community. I create this vlog because once one person told me that probably it would be a good idea to create a journey, like just write down everything I feel. She told me that she would be grateful if she can have those when she was younger. So I decided to create this blog for myself and also for share with you, to have a documentation of this opportunity. So yeah, I'm going to share with you my experience. I'm going to share with you my what I learned from this experience, the people I met, and the challenge I can overcome with this trajectory and with this travel. So I also want this to be a professional record, and of course I'm not going to share any sensible material for the lab or for the investigation. So you are more than welcome to follow my video. So I will do my best. I'm not an influencer, I'm not a professional blogger. If you are curious and want to learn more about nuclear science and my research opportunity for undergraduate, just follow me in this experience. Also feel free to connect with me on my LinkedIn. I'll be sharing all my updates and reflections through the program. So yeah, let's get started. Also, I want to give a big thank you to Dr. Portillo for picking me up from the airport and bringing me safely to the University of Houston. Hi everyone. I've been officially 2 days in Houston now. So yeah, tomorrow is our official first day of the NuSTEAM program in the University of Houston. And according to the schedule, we will go through the topic of neutrino cross sections and connections with nuclear physics. I already met Dr. Portillo. He's the coordinator of the program, and also he's a wonderful person. So he helped us to me and my partner from YouTube to settle up here in the apartment. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with my updates of everything. Bye. Hey, I'm on my way to meet Dr. Portillo. He's waiting for us at the beginning of the department, the dorms. And I'm a little bit nervous, but also I'm so excited. So yeah, let's see.
Hi, I'm Dr. Travis Olson at the University of Houston, giving the lecture on neutrino experiments for the New Pumas workshop.
Hi guys. So today is Thursday, 29th. So we are going to see some of neutrino experiments, and also what else?
We're going to look at neutrino. In the afternoon, we're going to look at neutrino event interactions and how to identify them in the text.
Proton.
So to conserve leptons, we need a neutrino. And to conserve charge, we need 2 leptons.
I used to know that
I'm here with Dr. Lisa Corner. Hi, Dr. Lisa.
Hi, I'm the physics professor here in the physics department at U of H. I do neutrino physics for my research.
So now we are in the end of the first week. So how do you feel the group? How are we doing?
I think the first week went really well.
Okay.
Seems like a good group. You guys are excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I like this topic so much. So yeah, actually, thank you so much for everything. Good morning, people. I can now say that week 1 of the NuSTEAM program has officially come to the end. This week was a little bit overwhelming for me because I had never studied particle physics before, but I quickly realized that I need to strengthen my foundations, so I studied so hard to understand the lectures. But luckily, Dr. Corner is very skilled at explaining complex topics. In the first day, she shared a lot of information about neutrinos. So I'm going to share with you some of the topics and some of the concepts that I learned in this week. So first of all, I learned that neutrinos are part of the standard model of elementary particles. That the standard model is something that we cannot split more. There's something called quarks and leptons. Protons and neutrons are made of quarks, up and down quarks, and then we have the leptons. Leptons like the electron, the muon, the tau, and then we have the neutrinos. So then we have 3 flavors of neutrinos: the electron neutrino, muon neutrino, and tau neutrino, corresponding to their antiparticles. So what makes neutrinos so fascinating is that they have no electric charge, they don't have color charge like quarks, and also they barely interact with other matter, and their mass is incredibly tiny, so around 1 electron with each, which is a million times smaller than the mass of the electron. So it's very, very tiny. In fact, scientists doesn't know where that mass come from because neutrinos doesn't interact with the Higgs boson, so they only interact via the weak force, the W and Z bosons, and also they interact with gravity, but the gravitational effect is negligible, so we can safely ignore that. So yeah, actually neutrinos are like ghosts in the universe, something like that. The existence of neutrinos was proposed by Wolfgang Pauli as a desperate remedy to explain the missing energy in beta decay. And also I learned that decays means like the lifetime of the particle. Unstable particles once become more stable particles, so they split and they convert in another particles. So Wolfgang Pauli say that, and I'm going to say word by word what he said. I have done something very bad by proposing a particle that cannot be detected. It's something that no theory should ever do. But his idea saved physics, preserving the conservation of energy. Also, one of the most surprising phenomena we learned about was the neutrino oscillation. Okay, so neutrinos can change flavors as they travel through space, and this occurs because neutrinos have different masses, different kind of masses, and are quantum mixtures of those mass states. So this discovery helped solve the solar neutrino problem identified by Ray Davis in 1968, where only 1/3 of expected neutrinos from the sun were being detected. Also, we worked through this program in Python. We edit this file package of Python calculating the probabilities to convert one beta particle to another type of particle. So yeah, we actually run two flavor oscillation probabilities as a function of the length and also for the energy. And also we edit this file to see the probabilities of conversion from one neutrino muon to neutrino electron, neutrino muon to neutrino muon, and neutrino muon to neutrino tau. And actually, neutrinos are everywhere. They are the second most abundant particle in the universe after photons. So they are produced by the sun, other stars, the Earth's atmosphere, nuclear reactors, particles accelerators, and even bananas. Bananas emit neutrinos because of the radioactivity of potassium-40. Something that I found super interesting is that neutrinos can escape from a supernova before the light does. This isn't because they're faster than the light, because they are not. They are almost in the same speed of light, but they don't reach the speed of light, but because they pass through matter without interacting with them, unlike photons. Photons got delayed because of the matter. Also, detecting neutrinos is incredibly challenging. They don't leave direct tracks in the detector because they don't have any charge. So we study other charged particles produce interactions to reconstruct them. Some of the most well-known neutrinos detector include the Super Kamiokande, a wire-based detector that use photoelectric effect. The NOVA, which uses PVC cells filled with liquid scintillator, and the TUN, which uses chambers filled with liquid argon. Finally, Dr. Olson taught us about hand scanning, and we analyze images of particle tracks to identify neutrino interaction, and even we go practice identifying them ourselves, and we did this activity in groups. We identify which kind of particles we observe in these detections. This week was a little bit intense, but also I get so much fun. I learned so much, and so much things that I didn't know before, and something different from my specific study field. Also, I'm incredibly thank you to Dr. Portillo, Dr. Corner, and Dr. Olson for making all this possible. So I think this is the end of the week, so I'll see you next week. Bye.